What's up, guys? So what we're going to do today is some quadratic inequalities. We're going to solve them. If you're not confident solving quadratics by themselves, make sure you are before you watch this video. But if not, let's get into it. So here you've got a question, x squared minus 4 is less than or equal to 0. So when I solve these, I like to make one side equal 0, which we already have. And I also want to factorize as soon as possible once I've got that. So x squared minus 4 factorizes to x plus 2, because there's a difference of two squares, x minus 2. It's greater than or equal to 0. So my solutions, like imagine you're solving this normally, my solutions will be x is equal to minus 2 or 2, right? So what I do is I kind of just draw a quick number line, pop minus 2 here and 2. And my next step is I want to test regions which are less than 2, so anything below minus 2, anything between minus 2 and 2, and also anything which is greater than 2. Now the thing I'm testing is whether or not this and this together will make a positive or a negative number. Because if I need something to be greater than 0, I need both of these to be positive, right? If you just think about it. To be greater than 0, it has to be a positive number. So let's say I test over here. Let's say I test a number like minus 3. When I put minus 3 in this bracket, minus 3 plus 2 gives me a negative, right? Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. If I put minus 3 into this number, minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5. So I'm going to get two negatives. Now two negatives make a positive, and a positive is greater than or equal to 0. So that is going to work. So I'm going to put a tick here. Okay, next bit, I'm going to test between minus 2 and 2. So let's say 0, okay? Now, 0 plus 2 is positive, right? But 0 minus 2 is negative. So a positive and a negative make a negative, and a negative can't be greater than or equal to 0. So it's not going to be in this middle interval. Now, let's also check anything greater than 2. So let's just choose a number, I don't know, like 5. Now, 5 plus 2 is positive, right? 5 minus 2 is also positive. So a positive and a positive will overall make a positive, which is greater than 0. So I know that this is also true. So therefore, x is less than or equal to minus 2, because I know that's the same sign here. But it's also x is greater than or equal to 2, because I know those regions greater than 2 also satisfy that equation. Okay. All right, here's the next one. X squared is less than 2x. So remember, one side always has to be equal to 0 first. X squared minus 2x is less than 0. Once I've done that, let's factorize. Take out the highest common factor, which is x. X outside of x minus 2 is less than 0. So here my solutions are x is equal to 0 or 2. All right, so once again, let's draw a quick number line to visualize 0 and 2. We're once again going to have three regions to test. This one, less than 0, in between 0 and 2, and also greater than 2. All right, here we go. Let's say we choose a number less than 0, minus 1. So minus 1 in this position is going to be a negative number. Minus 1 minus 2 is also going to give me a negative number. That's minus 3. Now two negatives make a positive, and a positive is not less than 0. So it can't be there. So give that a cross. Now let's check between 0 and 2. So let's, I don't know, choose 1. So if I put in 1 for this position, 1 is going to be positive, so that's all good. Now 1 minus 2 is negative, right? So a positive and a negative make a negative, which is less than 0, so that works. I'll give that a tick. Now let's test this region, anything greater than 2. So let's say, once again, I don't know, what about 4? If I put in 4 in that position, it's going to be positive. 4 in this position, 4 minus 2 is also positive. So a positive and a positive will make a positive overall, which is not less than 0. So it can't be in here. So my region is only between 0 and 2. Now, if your regions are within a certain interval, you need to write it as a inequality. Well, there's many ways to do it, but let's just do this one way. So x is less than 2, or it's greater than 0. Okay, so hopefully getting the hang of it, let's have a look at this one. So x squared is greater than or equal to 2x plus 3. First off is make one side equal to 0. X squared minus 2x minus 3 greater than or equal to 0. Let's factorize. So PSF. My product's minus 3, sum's negative 2, so two numbers that multiply to give minus 3, that add to give negative 2 is minus 3 and 1. x minus 3, x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 0, x equals 3, or negative 1. Okay, so once again, whip up a number line, negative 1 and 3. 3 regions the test. What's smaller than minus 1? Let's go minus 5. So if I put in minus 5 here, minus 5 minus 3 is going to be a negative. Minus 5 plus 1 is going to be also a negative. Okay, so a negative and a negative make a positive, and a positive is greater than or equal to 0. So that is a tick here. Okay, what's in between minus 1 and 3? Well, let's say 0. Let's test that out. So 0 minus 3 is negative. 0 plus 1 is positive. So I've got a negative and a positive make a negative. So negative is not greater than or equal to 0. So that is a cross there. All right, lastly, something greater than 3, let's say 10, just for this sake. Now, 10 minus 3 is obviously positive. 10 plus 1 is also positive. Two positives make a positive, which is greater than or equal to 0. So yes, done. So your answer will be x is less than or equal to minus 1, and x is greater than or equal to 3. So just copying that sign there. All right, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know, give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy this content, also subscribe. If you want to see stuff like this, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one.